So hello friends, I am Niraj. Hope you are doing great. And in this session we are going to see something really interesting and very useful, particularly for in DevOps. So for example, think of it, visualize that you are having application and where you are expecting large traffic, huge traffic. So in this situation, one machine will not be able to take on serve each and every request. So in this situation, with this kind of architecture, we deploy multiple servers to serve our application. So, but it can happen that few machines can they can be high-end devices with high-end CPU, high-end memory, and few servers they are the having the less resources, less power, less computation, less CPU, and less memory. So ideally, so we can design our architecture in such a way that most request out of, let's say, out of 10, 5 requests should go to the high-end servers and rest to go to some different server, and so on. So by the way, this is called load balancing, and we will use Nginx to balance our load among our server. So we will see that we will implement load balancing using Nginx. So by the way, Nginx is such a beautiful and such a powerful web server that it can distribute our request across our servers very efficiently and very effectively. So without wasting much time, so let us try to implement that. And before doing that, so I have already created two test API servers. So here it is. So www.yt server yt cd go. I have written those server in Go using Golang. So server. So one is our HTTP. So we will say go run main.go, and if we go to our browser, so this server is running on localhost port 8081. So this is a serving the for the demonstration for the sake of clarity, so that we can understand it well. So this is a plain text saying that serving from server 2, and we will also start another server. So that is cd ls cd, that is a React API that ls, and we will again say go run main.go. So it is also running, and this is running on port 8080. So we will open that also in other tab, localhost port 8080. Okay, so this is serving from server 1, and this is server 2. And now we will use Nginx to serve to distribute the request when user tries to access localhost. So we will, right now our Nginx is not running, so by the way, don't worry. So I will do that. So come here, and we will go to our cd etc Nginx sites available directory, and here we will say we will create a file. So sudo nano, and we will say it proxy, and here we will first start with our upstream. So we will define few servers, so and we will say it API, and here we will say server, and we will say localhost port 80. First one is port 8080, and we will give it a weight of, let's say, 5, and we will define another server. So localhost, and that is running on port 8081, and this is having a weight of, let's say, weight of 2. So our idea is we are expecting that the server running on port 8080, this machine is a high-end device, and this one is a low-end device. So what we are trying to do is we want that whenever a request comes to our application, so 5 requests should go to the server number 1, and 2 requests should go to server number 2. So we are just trying to do this thing, and again we will start right now, and now it is time to start with our actual server block. So we will say start with the server, and we are going to listen on, let's say, port listen on, we are going to listen on port, let's say, 80, and here we are going to say location and slash. So what we are trying to do is whenever there is any request comes in, so we will proxy to our API server like this. So we will say proxy pass and HTTP, and here we have to not define actually our actual server name, rather we have to define only this one, the upstream. So we have defined upstream as our API, so we will say simply like this. We will save it, Control X and Y, and now we have to create a symbolic link to our site's enable directory. So we will say sudo ln create a symbolic link, and from etc Nginx sites available and proxy to etc Nginx sites enabled. Okay, so now our proxy has been created, and if we try to go here in our sites enabled directory, so here we can see our proxy server is ready, and all we have to do is we have to restart our Nginx. So first it's better to test if there is any error or not. So no error is there, so let us try to sudo service Nginx restart. That's it. And now when we try to access localhost, so our request should be diverted between these two servers. Okay, so this is running from server 1, second time again, third time again, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that our this is switching between based on the weight. The server 1 is taking on more requests, and server 2 is taking on less requests. So this is how this is really beautiful things. Nginx is such a very powerful and very beautiful web server. So there are lots of things that we can do with Nginx. So stay tuned, and I will try to share with other stuff as well that we can do with Nginx. So I hope you enjoyed this session, and till then, take care and happy coding.